So one of the things that's really good to know if you do resale, if you just kind of yard sale and find junk, is how to remove messed up batteries from something, how to clean it up, and how to get it working. So this is kind of a crappy example. I wouldn't normally bother with this just because there's not enough value to it to justify the time that it takes to clean it up and get it working. However, I thought it'd be a good example for a video. Now, you can see in here, there's battery acid crusted in here. It's rusted, the battery has popped, it's leaking. In pretty rough shape. So, typically, what we would do is these batteries often stick together. You can kind of put a screwdriver in between them and twist it, and they'll pop out like that. You can see here it's still stuck. Okay, it popped off. Sometimes it takes a little more to get them out. This one actually isn't too bad. So, what I'm going to do next is, obviously you can see the battery acid that was inside there. What you don't see is the battery acid that's probably leaked down inside the game. So we'll go ahead and open it up. Just 4 screws on this one. Now, you know, some things are definitely worth fixing, some aren't. Really depends on the value of the thing. Sometimes that could be personal value you have attached to a toy or something, or just something you want fixed. This is a really common problem. So alkaline batteries tend to leak when they are left in a device unused over a long period of time. Different types of batteries are more prone to leaking than others. Alkalines are good for high power devices that you will use rather briefly and then turn off and use repeatedly. You don't want to just leave. You see this a lot in remote controls. Alkaline batteries are the wrong kind of battery for remote control. What you actually want for those is just the cheap dollar store batteries. A little simple green there. Anything that's not an alkaline battery, you'll see, I like the Sunbeam batteries that they have at the dollar store. They're usually perfect for like remote controls. You can leave them in there for years, they won't leak. Alkaline batteries are great for high power devices. Do not use them in things that require very little power over a long term, or that tend to sit for a very long time. Of course, the battery industry pushes alkaline because that's what they produce the most of. One of the things that, if you really look into batteries, you'll find out is there's really only 3 batteries, alkaline batteries, that are in a top tier. That's obviously Energizer and Duracell. And the third one, which is most likely made by one of those companies, is the Kirkland Signature batteries from Costco. They are definitely the best value for the money. Even if you don't have a Costco membership, you can usually get them on Amazon relatively cheaply. So this actually didn't require a whole lot of cleaning. Everything was on the surface and pretty easy to get out. One of the things that I like to use is battery cleaner. This is for automotive. You see this sometimes at like the auto parts store. You would use this to clean like your car battery, get the acid off of it. Really good stuff. Works very well. Just be careful you're not soaking electronic parts. Even if you get them wet, most electronic parts are fine. Water doesn't actually hurt electronics, as long as you clean it off good before you use it and you make sure it's dry. I actually used to wash boards quite frequently, just in the sink. It's not a big deal. You're not going to hurt them as long as you make sure it's absolutely dry before you put it back together and apply power to it. Of course, you want to discharge your capacitors. You don't want electricity in the board. Another thing I'll use sometimes is rust treatment. It's basically like a navel jelly. If these are incredibly rusted, you can pull them out and spray them down, wire brush them real good. And I'll just use like a little brass brush, wire brush them real good. And these usually actually just pull out. They're melted into the plastic. You can wedge a screwdriver under there and pop them out. This was actually a super easy one to clean up. I just need to do the physical cleaning of it now, and it should work fine. But I guess it was worth it. I'm going to take out the board and remove the speaker here, clean that up some more just because it's kind of gross. Probably sell this on eBay for 25 bucks, 20 bucks, whatever. And that's basically all there is. Don't be afraid when you see things at a yard sale with blown up batteries in them. That's typically not going to cause any damage to the device unless it's really soaked in and corroded the board, especially if they're super cheap. I find things all the time that are free or 25 cents, 50 cents that, you know, like this one, it was a freebie and I can make 20, 25 bucks off of it. So that's really all there is to cleaning batteries out of things. These look pretty bad. I'll throw these away and get some new batteries in there. Should be good to go.